For decades, cancer has been one of the most feared diseases on Earth. The moment people hear that word, their minds immediately jump to chemotherapy, hospitals, and complicated medical treatments. But what many people don't realize is that inside your body right now, there is an entire biological defense system constantly working to stop cancer before it even starts. Every single day, your body produces abnormal cells. In fact, according to many cancer researchers, tiny cancerous mutations appear in the human body far more often than most people imagine. Yet most of the time, those cells never become dangerous. They are detected, controlled, and destroyed by your body's own natural defense systems. This incredible process has fascinated scientists for decades. Why do some people develop aggressive cancers while others remain healthy well into old age? Is it only genetics? Is it just luck? Or is there something deeper happening inside the body that determines whether cancer grows or dies? One of the most influential scientists studying this question is physician and cancer researcher Dr. William Li, who has spent years studying how the body fights disease. According to his research and the work of many oncologists and scientists around the world, the human body is not defenseless against cancer. In fact, the body has several powerful biological systems specifically designed to suppress tumor growth. These systems include immune surveillance, DNA repair mechanisms, anti-angiogenesis processes that stop tumors from growing new blood vessels, and metabolic defenses that prevent cancer cells from spreading. What surprised many researchers is that certain foods appear to activate and strengthen these natural defenses. Over the past 2 decades, scientists have published thousands of studies examining how diet influences cancer risk. Researchers from institutions such as Harvard University, the National Cancer Institute, and the World Health Organization have repeatedly found that certain natural foods contain powerful compounds capable of interfering with cancer development. These compounds can slow tumor growth, reduce inflammation, neutralize harmful molecules known as free radicals, and support the immune system's ability to detect abnormal cells. One of the key biological processes involved in cancer development is something called oxidative stress. Inside every cell in your body, normal metabolic activity produces unstable molecules known as free radicals. These molecules are highly reactive and can damage proteins, cell membranes, and even DNA. When this damage accumulates over time, it can create the conditions that allow cancer cells to develop. But the human body also produces antioxidants that neutralize these harmful molecules. The balance between oxidative damage and antioxidant defense is one of the major factors that influence long-term health. This is where diet becomes incredibly important. Many natural foods contain powerful antioxidant compounds that help your body control oxidative stress. Fruits, vegetables, herbs, nuts, and whole plant foods contain thousands of biologically active molecules known as phytochemicals. These compounds do far more than simply provide vitamins and minerals. They interact with your genes, influence inflammation pathways, and support the immune system in ways scientists are still discovering today. Take cruciferous vegetables, for example. Foods like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and kale contain compounds called sulforaphanes. According to research published in cancer biology journals, sulforaphane may help activate detoxification enzymes that remove carcinogens from the body. These compounds may also help trigger apoptosis, a natural process in which damaged or abnormal cells are programmed to destroy themselves before they become dangerous. Berries are another powerful example. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are rich in anthocyanins, which are pigments responsible for their deep colors. These compounds have been studied extensively for their ability to reduce inflammation and protect DNA from oxidative damage. Scientists have observed that diets rich in berries are associated with lower levels of cellular stress and improved immune function. Green tea has also been studied for its potential anti-cancer properties. It contains a compound called EGCG, which has been investigated in laboratories for its ability to interfere with cancer cell signaling pathways. Some studies suggest that EGCG may slow the growth of certain tumor cells and reduce inflammation within tissues. Garlic and onions contain sulfur-containing compounds that may support detoxification processes in the liver. These compounds help activate enzymes that break down harmful substances before they can damage DNA. Research published in epidemiological studies has suggested that populations consuming higher amounts of allium vegetables often show lower rates of certain cancers. Turmeric, a bright yellow spice widely used in traditional cooking, contains a compound called curcumin. Curcumin has been studied extensively for its anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation is increasingly recognized as a contributing factor in cancer development. By helping regulate inflammatory pathways, curcumin may help create an internal environment less favorable for tumor growth. Another fascinating area of research involves tomatoes. Tomatoes contain lycopene, a powerful antioxidant responsible for their red color. Lycopene has been studied for its potential role in protecting cells from oxidative damage and supporting healthy prostate function. Some large observational studies have suggested that diets rich in tomato products may be associated with reduced risk of certain cancers. Mushrooms are also gaining attention from researchers. Certain varieties contain compounds known as beta-glucans, which appear to stimulate immune cells, such as macrophages and natural killer cells. These immune cells play an important role in identifying and destroying abnormal cells before they develop into tumors. Leafy greens, like spinach and arugula, contain high levels of folate, a nutrient essential for proper DNA repair. When DNA damage occurs, folate helps support the complex biochemical processes that restore normal cell function. Adequate folate intake has been associated with improved genomic stability. Nuts, such as walnuts, contain omega-3 fatty acids and polyphenols that may help regulate inflammation and metabolic health. Chronic metabolic dysfunction is increasingly linked to cancer risk, and maintaining healthy metabolic balance appears to be an important part of long-term disease prevention. Citrus fruits provide vitamin C and flavonoids that support immune function and antioxidant defense systems. Vitamin C plays a role in protecting cells from oxidative damage while also supporting the activity of immune cells that patrol the body for abnormal growths. Dark leafy vegetables and colorful plant foods also contain carotenoids, compounds that may support cellular communication and help regulate gene expression related to cell growth. What all of these foods have in common is that they support the body's natural protective systems. Rather than acting like drugs that directly kill cancer cells, they work by strengthening the biological environment that prevents cancer from developing in the first place. This idea is supported by decades of research showing that dietary patterns rich in plant-based foods are associated with lower cancer risk. The Mediterranean diet, for example, which emphasizes vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, olive oil, nuts, and fish, has been repeatedly associated with improved metabolic health and reduced chronic disease. It is important to understand that no single food can magically cure cancer on its own. Cancer is an extremely complex disease influenced by genetics, environment, lifestyle, and many other factors. However, the scientific evidence strongly suggests that the foods we eat can significantly influence the biological processes that determine whether abnormal cells are suppressed or allowed to grow. Doctors and scientists increasingly emphasize that long-term health is shaped by consistent habits. Diet, physical activity, sleep, stress management, and avoiding harmful substances all interact to influence the body's internal environment. When you regularly eat foods rich in antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, fiber, and healthy fats, you support the systems that protect your cells. You strengthen your immune surveillance. You reduce oxidative stress. You help maintain metabolic balance. And over time, these small daily choices can influence your body's ability to resist disease. The truth is that the most powerful health strategies are rarely dramatic or complicated. They are simple habits practiced consistently over many years. A diet rich in natural whole foods, regular physical activity, adequate sleep, and effective stress management remain the foundation of disease prevention according to most medical research. Scientists continue to study how nutrition interacts with our genes and immune systems, but one message has remained remarkably consistent across decades of research. The foods we choose every day are not just fuel, they are information that communicates with our biology. And when we choose foods that support our body's natural defenses, we give ourselves the best possible chance to stay healthy for many years to come.